Hey there, Ashland. It's Martha Miller here with your Town Tea for the week of June 15th. So, council met this week, and I'm going to cover off just quickly a few things that happened at council. So, there was a public hearing for the temporary display of a fireworks tent that will be displayed from June 22nd through July 5th for the upcoming July 4th celebrations. That will be at the Ashland Junction Shopping Center. There was a lot of discussion around that, with council sharing some concerns they had, but ultimately approving that temporary sale. So if you have interest in that conversation, you can check out the full recording or the minutes for that. Also, two appointments were made to the Planning Commission. A reappointment of Miss Amy Hay, who has been previously serving on the Planning Commission, and then a new appointment of a Mr. Melvin Hill. So we welcome them to service here for the town of Ashland. And thanks to all who applied. We had a lot of really qualified candidates, and are so happy to see that. So please consider applying again if you did not get appointed this time. Also, our lawyer made a quick summary of a legal update. So, all the new bills that have hit the General Assembly out of this session that impact the town. So, if you're interested in that and how the town relates to all that new legislation that's coming our way, feel free to check out the minutes. And then finally, just a reminder when it comes to council that there will be no first meeting in July due to lack of business. With the July 4th holiday, this is typically kind of like a quieter time for council action, and so that meeting has been canceled, and that was originally scheduled for July 7th. So just make a note on that if you were inclined to attend. Also, that happened this week. We had a great tourism workshop that was hosted at Ash and Olive. That was organized by the Hanover County Economic Development in partnership here with town staff in our tourism department and our economic development department. The focus of this tourism workshop was for small business owners and how to really cultivate that visitor traffic into your business. And it was open to Hanover and Town of Ashland businesses. If you're a business owner and you were not aware of the workshop, or you would like to hear of another one and want us to hold one again that you would like to attend, please feel free to reach out to us, either Dan Thomas in our Economic Development Department, or you can send just a general email to me and I'll follow along to him. But great turnout. I hope our small businesses enjoyed that, and we love having those partnerships with Hanover County when it comes to economic development and tourism initiatives. Um, Next up, I don't know if some of you may have seen, but Downtown Ashland Association released a formal announcement this week doing some clarification around the updated MOU that they have signed with the town, which council adopted a few weeks ago, around the new arrangement there with the executive director effective January 1st will technically come under town employment, but the strategic direction and all of that will still maintain as an independent 501c3 with the DAA board. So if you have questions around that, or you've been hearing murmurings around town and are wondering what's going on, that announcement by DAA is super clear and it tells you everything you need to know. They also have some changes coming over with their contractor, Lou Keaton, who many of you, I'm sure, know if you're on social media, you've seen Lou around. She will be moving on from that role to pursue other opportunities. So I know that they're in the process of looking at filling a contracting position potentially for that. So if you know of anyone, please feel free to reach out to the Downtown Ashland Association for that important job. All right, coming up, I just want to do a quick hit on events. The town will be closed tomorrow, Friday, June 19th for Juneteenth. Some of you are saying, aren't you all always closed on Fridays? Yes, our lobby is closed on Fridays, typically normal business operating hours, but many staff are still here and we still answer the phones on a typical Friday so that we are available. But tomorrow will be a holiday, so no one will be monitoring the phones as needed. But of course, you all know hopefully who to call if you have an emergency or anything like that. But just as an FYI about that, Saturday is our farmers market as usual. Those farmer stands are starting to really fill up as the weather has been warm. And then, of course, on Sunday is Father's Day. So if you have a father or father figure in your life, make sure you are paying them some homage. And perhaps might I suggest you take them to Carter Park Pool, because from 2 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, our Parks and Rec department will be hosting, along with Hanover County, the Summer Pool Splash Bash, or Summer Splash Pool Bash. Our Parks and Rec director is probably going to tell me I'm butchering the name, but the most important thing you need to know is that from 2 to 5 p.m. this Sunday, we'll be having a pool party with free admission, games, all kinds of stuff, fun stuff going on, and it's to celebrate the longest day of the year. So we've been doing this for a few years now, and it just so happens to coincide with Father's Day. So feel free to take Dad to the pool, and get him involved in some of those water sports. All right, Ashlyn, that's all I have for you. You have a great weekend. Bye bye.